Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Agenda Season Podcast. I'm your host, Kenneth, with my co-host,
Sir.
Deshaun.
Pop.
Today, we're going to review the Week 3 games, talk a little bit of shit, get a couple narratives off, all that good type of stuff. Deshaun, who are we starting out with today?
We're going to start on Thursday night. We had Giants at Niners.
Boring.
Boring.
It was so boring.
It was just like it was just watching them just get smacked around the entire game.
It's exactly what you would expect from a team that lost 40-0.
I mean, this was like basically their exact same game as a 40-0, except like they didn't have the crazy turnovers like they did in the first game.
Yeah. I don't get their game plan. Like, if you know your offensive line is bad, don't have Daniel Jones drop back 32 times. Regardless of whether or not you got Saquon, you got to run that rock.
Regardless of anything else, do not have Daniel Jones drop back 30 times because he's just not a good quarterback like that.
That's a nasty.
Have him drop back 25 times and then rush 8 times and then hand the ball off. Oh, Saquon was hurt.
Yeah, Saquon was hurt.
Never mind.
They had I mean, I was talking to my mans like when the whole Saquon when like that whole discussion or who they should pay in the summertime. I was like, y'all not doing nothing without Saquon. Y'all got nobody behind him. You can bring in like a free agent, but Saquon is Saquon. So, and he is the heart and soul of that team.
Facts.
And then he threw it 32 times.
32
had like
times.
137.
137, dog.
And
He's averaging 4.3 yards a throw. That's like running back numbers.
They only ran the ball 11 times, which is not the recipe to success with Daniel Jones.
With that O-line, can they run on the Niners anyways?
You can try to run outside, but you got Bosa on the edge. He does good on contain.
They can't beat that contain.
Yeah.
Because Evan Neal is not matching up against Bosa at all.
Well, let's think about it. The Giants can't really pass the ball. They can't really run the ball. They're playing against the best front seven in the league.
They're blitzing every single play for no reason.
I think you. I told you about Wink. Y'all niggas didn't believe me about Wink. That nigga
Wink is a mess. Like
nigga's a menace, bro. He's a menace. He will leave niggas on the back end out to dry and then call them niggas ass.
It is crazy because like all their DBs are like rookies except for Adoree.
Nigga, why you think we had to pack that nigga up? He will leave them niggas on the island and be like, oh, it ain't my fault. Them niggas ass. They can't hold up one-on-one.
In the opposite direction of Giants slander, Brock Purdy might be legit. Even if he's just a system quarterback, he's executing the system so well that at the end of the day, you can't call him a bad quarterback. If he's Jared Goff or like Jimmy Garoppolo, not Raiders Jimmy Garoppolo, then he's a good quarterback at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, I like Brock. I think he's still trying to settle in. The first half was kind of nasty.
Yeah.
He missed a lot of throws. He also had the fumble. But he's good.
I think a lot of that can be attributed to his elbow.
Yeah.
And like still being on the recovery.
Exactly.
But, Brock is more than serviceable in their system. Like, they don't need their quarterback to do much. It's just don't turn the ball over. Make the throws when you have to. And, I'm making it sound simpler than it is, but it's like, it's much simpler than playing quarterback anywhere else in the league.
Yes, we saw that when Jimmy went from the 49ers to the Raiders and didn't have that system around him. That West Coast offense really does carry a quarterback.
Yeah, it does. And that's why they can't develop a quarterback. It's like, he doesn't even try to develop a quarterback. Like, he's like, all right, do what I'm telling you to do, and only that, and we're going to win.
Do you remember the story when Jared Goff got kicked out of the 49ers? And
of the Rams? It
was the Rams.
Goff was in the Rams.
Think about the wrong quarterback.
No, you think about the right one. He got kicked out.
No. It was like said that he called all the plays, made the adjustments for him, and everything like that.
That was Goff?
No, it wasn't Goff. No, I was
Jimmy G.
It was Jimmy. That's why I said wrong quarterback.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense.
Still on the offensive side of the Niners, they, like I said last week, I still think they're overutilizing Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
He had 18 carries, and then he also had 5 targets. He caught all the targets, but still, I think you want to split some of that rushing between him and Elijah Moore better. Elijah Mitchell. Give Elijah Mitchell some more carries. If you're going to use McCaffrey in the receiving game, that's cool, but don't give him double-digit carries every single game.
Elijah Mitchell had 11 carries. He just didn't do shit with it.
42 yards.
42 yards on 11 carries isn't good though.
That's what, like 3.7?
Yeah.
That's not terrible. It's not good.
I mean, when you're beating a team,
it's like 3.8.
The Giants, it's not bad. Yeah,
it's like 3.8.
That was yeah.
Najee's a starter. He'd be doing like 3.2.
It's like 3.9.
That nigga's less than 3.9. We'll pull up the stats right now.
You know he got he's like top 4 most explosive runs in the season.
I don't believe it. They lying. they jigging the stats for that Alabama bum.
All right, man. Yeah, I gotta chill on Najee.
That nigga's ass.
Who's next up?
Next game is gonna be Panthers at Seahawks. I didn't watch this game.
I had it because I be watching 4 games at a time. It was one of the games on my screen, but it was more so like a just take care of business game. But Andy Dalton was he was dialing it up, and it's you can see okay, Bryce got talent and the future and everything, but he's not there yet.
Andy Dalton almost threw 60 times.
He was dialing it up.
Fucking way this nigga almost threw 60 times.
Yeah, 361 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah, he was dialing it. He was playing very well. He was playing really well. They're just out talented.
The ghost of Adam Thielen put up 145 yards with a competent quarterback.
I'll say this:
Adam Thielen was cooking too.
Fuck and DJ Frank Wright. That nigga does not believe it. I don't know if it's Miles Sanders is just ass or if it's the offensive line. It has to be.
The offensive line is
the offensive line is ass.
Yeah. It's really
because them niggas do not run the ball at all. Miles Sanders don't be doing shit.
I mean, 9 carries for 24 yards. What can you? That's less than 3 yards a carry.
I think it's more so the offensive line because he wasn't that ass with the
O-line is really bad. We were just talking about what's his name potentially being a bust, DK Quantum.
Yeah,
it was the offensive line is massively underperforming, but the Seahawks. It's a game that the Seahawks were supposed to win because the Seahawks are like I said, they're the 6th best team in the NFC because Dallas and Eagles, but I had them as the 6th best team in the NFC. So it was just a take care of business type of game for them. Kenny Walker looked good.
Shout out my nigga K9, man. Yeah, 97 yards.
Charbonnet is actually good too. So they got very good.
That little shoulder drop he did, I seen that. Mm-hmm. That was nice, man. He dropped that shit.
And then Gino just be taking care of business. I like Gino a lot. And he's getting back to it. I like it.
How y'all feel about JSN and his performance so far? I haven't really seen a whole lot out of him. I don't know if it's just because he's not in the game plan or...
He's a rookie 3rd wide receiver. I mean,
yeah, he's a third.
I would think that he would be over Lockett at this point.
Lockett is so underrated, bro.
Lockett
is
so
him. Lockett is that guy.
He can get open in pretty much any zone.
He's been so consistent for almost a decade now. It's you gotta give that man his respect.
That's exactly why I would think that he would be over Lockett at this point.
Lockett will no matter what.
I guess you want Lockett to be a big play threat. But I'm saying down in, down out, you will want your rookie to.
That's fair. I mean, he was only targeted 3 times. So.
If Lockett and DK are getting open at the rate that they can get open, DK can just kind of body. He doesn't have to get extremely open.
Yeah, DK had
you're throwing to the open receiver.
So.
Can we have a conversation about the Seahawks secondary? They're underperforming.
They are underperforming. It was just crazy because remember how highly I was talking about them?
Man, last season they was really like that.
I mean, I feel like they've been dealing with a lot of injuries, so it's been in and out, in and out. Yeah. When they get really settle in, they'll be fine. Because Witherspoon had a really good game, and I don't think Reek played. I might be wrong, but I don't think he played because he was injured.
I do not see him on.
Yeah, he didn't play. Nope. Reek didn't play.
If he did play, Adam wouldn't have had 140 plus yards. So
that's also very true. But even without. I don't know, man. Adam Thielen is kind of serviceable.
Did you say he was a ghost?
He is a ghost, but
he's not Adam Thielen.
He's not 2018 Adam Thielen.
He's not 2018 Adam Thielen.
But he even if he's a ghost, he can get you 1 or 2 games like that. But I do agree he shouldn't be getting 150 yards on you. That's kind of crazy.
All right.
I mean, Mike Jackson is a twerk star, so it is what it is. I don't know if Kobe played, but I like Kobe.
Shout out to Kobe Bryant.
I don't think Kobe played either. I think they was very short-staffed. It is what it is.
All right, bet. We got Titans at Browns next.
Derrick Henry is washed.
I tried to tell niggas you cannot.
All right, man. Last year he started out with first 2 or 3 games he was averaging 2 yards a carry or some shit. and then like out of nowhere he just lit it up and then got hurt.
My thing is the era of your Adrian Petersons, your guys like that go decade, your bell cows that really go like a decade in. That's done. These niggas ain't built like that. They wash by the time they hit year 6, 7.
Man, I don't want to believe he's washed, man.
That nigga's cooked.
He still has a chance to redeem himself. It's still early in the season.
It's game 3.
And that nigga had 11 carries for 20 yards, and his longest was 9 yards.
It was bad. It was really bad. But you got to think about it. Titans' offensive line is piss poor. Browns got the best D-line in football.
That's what I was going to say. The number one thing about this Browns team that scares me as a Ravens fan, we still going to beat their ass next week, is that D-line. That D-line is just disgusting.
Did you see the way our offensive line looked against the Colts?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
Man.
Listen.
Put Snoop in the game. I don't want to see Lamar get hurt again.
Myles Garrett running across to the other side of the offensive line and getting chased by 2 tight ends is disgusting.
Bro, it's like they had to like literally chase him to double him. Man, I've never seen nothing like that.
That's disgusting. That nigga is just different. And he still had 3.5 sacks.
He had
3.5. Myles Garrett.
You know what's crazy? He like I think he top 2 now. It's crazy because he had 1 sack going into the game. Now he got 4.5.
Yeah, niggas tried to tell me that TJ's better than Garrett. Myles Garrett has never had complimentary pieces on the defensive line like what he has this season.
Yeah. And
he's showing us, like, if I have decent... Because they're
if I have a number 2.
If he has a number 2, because Darius is a good running mate.
Very good.
And he never had interior guys. Like, he never had the big guys up front to help keep him from getting doubled like he does this season. And they're just average. It's not like they got crazy guys. They're average. And he's killing it.
Just give him some help. Like, I'm so glad we don't have to play the North this year because... my line is already struggling. I don't want to see Myles Garrett baptized Coach Strange. I'm so good on that shit. I'm praying for y'all Sunday. Man, y'all
get your Deshaun Watson agenda off now because I know he
had that one nasty.
That nigga is still ass, bro. I don't really nasty play. That nigga is ass. That nigga threw the ball behind him. What the fuck was he doing? Just eat the sack, bro.
Hey man, I'm telling you, just give him some time to get back into the game. And I understand not wanting to give him the time because of all the stuff he did. But, like, just football wise, he's one of the most fun quarterbacks to watch at his prime. So, I want to see what he looks like by, like, week 8. But I think the Browns are the best team in the North. And I think they're, like, top 3 in the AFC.
Nasty.
The Browns have a lot of good pieces on that team. And if Deshaun Watson can play... If Deshaun Watson can play the way he played this week, minus the awful throw, if he can get his shit together, really, the Browns are an extremely scary team. I actually don't want to see them next week because their defensive line is so good.
It's a mismatch.
Their offensive line is so good.
They win in the trenches. Like, y'all D-line is suspect.
My only pushback on the Browns is that they don't have Nick Chubb no more. You don't really know what you're getting out of Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt at this point. And the Titan secondary has always been like piss poor.
But I don't think you should look at last week's game as an indication of like what Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt could be, because the Titans, nobody can run on the Titans. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's the Niners. Nobody's running on the Titans.
Again, I think 100%. I think if they see a good defense like they saw last week with the Steelers. Mm-hmm. We saw what the outcome was. We'll see, because I think we have a good defense, not as good as the Steelers, but still good.
D-line is just sus.
D-line is sus.
We'll see.
Very sus. Like we were talking about it when we did the AFC predictions. Like, I don't like y'all edge rushes.
We do not generate a lot of pressure.
Half the niggas are hurt. We had to sign Van Noy today.
Did Kyle Hamilton have all of our sacks?
We'll talk about it. Y'all got anything on this game?
No, I mean, I think the Browns are going to be really good, but it's just, I think if Deshaun keeps getting better as the season goes, they're going to be all right. And he has been getting better week to week. Like, if you've seen from week 1 to week 2 to week 3, he has been getting better. So, hopefully, like I said, I gave him till week 8 to, like, really show us, all right, I'm Deshaun, I'm back. But at the same time, he never beat Lamar when he was in Houston.
Nope.
So, it's going to be interesting to see this Sunday.
He also never had a team like he has now.
No, but that Houston team was kind of cool.
The Houston team wasn't bad, but it wasn't this year's Browns.
That's fair. But they had pieces like
they never had a defense.
They had D-Hop. They had Brandon Cooks. Wait, was Brandon Cooks back there?
Yeah, right. Cooks played with Deshaun for 1 year.
Okay. Yeah.
They never had a defense like they do now outside of JJ.
Yeah.
All right, next game is Falcons versus Lions. Desmond Ritter's ass.
He is not good.
I
wanted him to be good because I really liked him during that Cincy Linsanity run. When they went to the what was it? Number 4 or number 3?
I think they were 3.
Okay. They play y'all?
Yeah.
They play Michigan, right? Yeah. And it was Desmond Ridder, Sauce, Alec Pierce, Kobe Bryant. That was a fun team.
That was a nice little saucy team, man. No pun intended.
Their coach left, right?
Yeah.
Where did he go?
I have no idea. I just know he's not there no more. He said, fuck, all the talent's gone. I got to bounce. He said, all the talent's gone. I got to recruit. Fuck that.
Yeah, he did. So.
Desmond Ritter's ass, they're a one-dimensional team, and you can see that when they got to go against any kind of opponent where they have to air it out, they just...
You would think they have to get a quarterback this year.
And
this year they got to get a quarterback.
They have really, 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 really been a detriment to Kyle Pitts.
For sure.
That nigga had a wide open center field catch, and he slowed down because he's like, I'm not getting the ball anyway. It was right there if he had just kept going. Like, he knows down in, down out. I might get the ball. Probably not, though. And it's just bad.
And to Drake London as well. It's crazy because I was watching the Fox kickoff before and they had Pitts in London, and they were just talking about, like, how... Like, the whole thing about the Falcons is just being selfless. Like, and I mean, it sounds like they bought in, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I feel like they could be used much better, and it is a disservice to them.
It's terrible, too, because their defense isn't bad. Their defense is
overperforming. Defense has been playing really well.
Their defense is overperforming.
They're not overperforming. They have talent. Like, did you not see the offseason? They invested so much. They got Jesse Bates. They got, who's the
Jesse Bates has, what, like 3-4 picks already?
Yeah, he's going crazy. He's the highest paid safety, and he's trying to prove it. And then they had, what's that? AJ Terrell.
AJ Terrell is really good.
Yeah, like Jeff Okudah, I think he just came back from injury like not too long ago. They got Trey Flowers on the edge as well. I mean, on the other side of AJ Terrell. Bud Dupree, Calais Campbell. They got a good team. Mm-hmm. They just were dealt with like a lot of injuries on the defense. It's like the week before the season started, all of their cornerbacks got hurt in like training camp. So
AJ Terrell gets hurt a lot.
He's been healthy. I think it was Jeff Okudah that got hurt.
Oh, Okudah's also always hurt.
Yeah, I don't think he came back yet. They didn't come back yet. But
Lions
are, I mean, they're looking like what we thought they would be.
Inconsistently consistent.
Shout out Jahmyr Gibbs for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Sure.
D-Mont going down was the best thing that could happen to Gibbs.
Yeah, but when he comes back, he's gonna be like it's gonna be the same split again. But like it's gonna be more even now.
Give that nigga the ball.
Give him the ball, bro.
He got the juice.
What I tell you about Sam Laporta?
He was like that.
He is like that.
He like that.
And then
81 yards and a touchdown.
Amon-Ra, consistent.
Shout out Sun God out there with a steel plate in his cleat.
That's nuts. Like, these football players is nuts.
Hey, anything for the bag, anything for the team, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hutch had a quiet game last season. He came back. He fucked niggas up this game.
Yeah.
Desmond Ridder sacked seven times for 62 yards.
Yeah. And it's crazy because like their O line is it's not a bad O line at all. It's like, well, like what is a good O line in 2023?
The
Browns, Eagles, Cowboys.
I don't know about that.
I mean, when they're healthy, which they never are. To be fair, they're never healthy, but when they are healthy, they're pretty good. But the Falcons, like, they invested a lot in their O line, like, and they had the best. I think they were by far the best run blocking O line last year, and they have been again this year, but they got to do better. But I mean, sacks can't be contributed only to the O line.
I also think
a lot of it is the quarterback holding the ball for too long.
Yeah, I also think a big problem is I don't know what the fuck Arthur Smith was thinking, having Ridder drop back 38 times. Even if you're down, run that fucking rock.
He dropped back 45 times, because he got sacked 7 times.
Oh my God.
He dropped back almost 50. What's up with this season? It seems like the quarterbacks are passing a lot more.
It's because everybody's running that stupid fucking shotgun shit. And everybody's just, nobody can run the fucking ball. You got, I'm not even going to it.
Every team is running a cover 2 nickel look. However, the D-lines are getting so good that they can run nickel.
D-lines are
also stop
just
the run.
Crazy right now.
D-lines are crazy. And then it's like, offensive line play is so bad right now.
It's like a good.
We keep saying it every week, but it's really like
it's piss poor. Like these white boys don't love football no more.
The white boys are playing defense now.
That's the sick part.
Man, how many sacks did fucking Trey Hendrickson have last night, man?
Trey Hendrickson looked so good last night.
That nigga,
he looked. That Bengals defense looked so good. We'll get to it.
We gotta stop these Caucasian men from playing defense.
Hey, they really gotta know their place.
Get your ass on that offensive line and block for that black man.
Real shit.
They coming out too muscular now. The fat white boy era is over. Man. Travis Kelce done inspired these niggas to be more. And I don't like it.
All right, bet we got Saints at the Pack. Go Pack Go, or whatever the fuck they be saying over there.
Jameis Winston is cooked.
Yeah, Jameis Winston is a good lock for him guy. That's all he is at this
point.
Nigga. That nigga sold that W. He fed that shit to the fucking Packers, bro. Them niggas was up. Oh my God. That shit is nasty.
Man, when I said Packers 10-7, y'all looked at me like I was crazy.
Niggas scored all their points.
It's not looking crazy anymore. That's all I'm saying.
Niggas scored all their points in the fourth quarter.
Jordan Love is him.
Jordan Love is a guy being down your left tackle,
left guard, running back,
and wide receiver 1, and making a comeback win like that.
On the defense, you're missing corner
1, Jair.
So, and then you're going against like one of the best young wide receivers in the league.
And don't sleep on that D line.
And then don't sleep on Rashid Shaheed too. He be cooking. MT, I guess, is a body. But
yeah, that nigga is there for vibes.
That nigga, I mean, oh man,
Slant Man is not Slant Man of old, man.
That nigga is cooked, man. But Rashid Shaheed didn't even get no yards yesterday, so that was.
He had the kick return for the TD, right?
He did, but he ain't get no. He ain't get.
That nigga's 30.
Who?
Michael Thomas.
Yeah, he's been injured for like 3 seasons.
Michael Thomas has been in the league a while.
He was a veteran when
I thought he was like 28
His
or something.
record-breaking season was like 3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago.
30. Oh
4 years ago.
Was it 4 years ago?
It was like 4 years
19?
ago.
3 or 4?
It was
2019.
I thought it was 18.
18 is 5 years ago.
Oh my God!
18 is when we graduated high school.
Don't say that. That should make me feel old, nigga.
You know this shit.
No,
I think it was 19. Because I think I was in college when that happened.
He ain't been good since the Trump administration is all I'm saying.
That is nuts.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Pre-pandemic.
He did put that up pre-pandemic. That's y'all making me remember that.
Wow.
But yeah, again, another game though where you're just passing like over 30 attempts for what's basically a rookie. Because let's be honest, Jordan Love is basically a rookie.
He is a rookie. This is his rookie year.
He passed 44 times.
44 times.
Dropped back 45.
That's nasty.
But he wasn't extremely efficient because he only completed half his passes.
Mm-hmm.
But he got the job done.
He did get the job done.
He's probably like he's a top 20 quarterback in the league. Is 20 a good place to put him?
I feel like it, yeah. Like top 24 minimum. But that's like top two-thirds, I guess.
He's basically a rookie, and he's not worse than Bryce Young. So,
true.
He's doing okay.
I mean, at the same time, you gotta like really think about it. Like everyone around him is like also like basically a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're the tight end rookie. They're all their wide receivers either in year 1 or year 2. There's no veterans around him, and then like I guess the veterans are the O line, but Bakhtiari is never healthy.
Niggas always hurt.
Elton Jenkins was out.
He's also always hurt.
Always hurt. And then Aaron Jones is supposed to be like... Aaron Jones really is the leader of that offense. And he was hurt. So, Dylan is not good.
Nah, Dylan's
I wanted him to be good so bad.
Really did.
I did too, but he isn't.
There's something about these bald running backs, man. Something about these bald niggas.
I love a good power back, but that's just not the wave anymore.
Are there any ball running backs like that?
Eckler.
Oh yeah,
Eckler Super Bowl.
Eckler that shit. His shit like he looked like Mr. Clean. I'm not gonna lie.
That is a chrome dome nigga. Like
his shit like kind of pause, but like his shit like kind of pointy too. So he funny looking. Like not funny looking, but like his set is funny.
Every time his little preview picture come up, he got the light skin face on with his shiny head reflecting.
And that smile and shit. And the automatic touchdown. You seen what's his name? Speaking of the Saints, Alvin Kamara come back next week.
Oh yeah, man.
But he was washed last year, so we gotta see what he looked like this year.
He's also a dual threat back, and Derek Carr throwing to him is gonna be okay.
Derek Carr's gonna be out for a little bit though. They said.
Oh yeah, because he
give me Jameis next week.
His ankle.
Give me Jameis next week. We need a little.
Time to eat the
who
dub.
do the Saints play next week?
They play the Bucks this week.
No.
This upcoming week, yeah, they play the Bucks. So you know what that means. Fight of the year. Mike
Evans. Let's fucking go. I've been waiting all day.
Real shit.
Baker Mayfield might join in.
Baker might join in.
Hey,
and then Baker jump. Jameis gonna jump. They don't like Jameis. I don't know why, but they turned on Jameis when they got Brady. They just been treating him weird.
Because Brady didn't throw 30 picks in a season.
I mean, Brady also didn't need LASIK, so.
And Brady also got him a ring.
Yeah.
That's all it is. All right, bet. We going Chargers-Vikings next.
Funniest game
Chargers almost gave this game away.
They really did.
On so many occasions.
I mean, Brandon Staley, like, if they lost that game, he was getting fired. They went for it in their own 30. And I don't think the Vikings had any timeouts.
How the fuck is a team with the best receiver in the league 0-3?
They don't have a defense.
Or a run game. Alexander Madison is not good.
Madison is garbage.
He had 93 yards.
That does not mean he's good.
I mean, I could have 93 yards on the fucking Chargers. Please. Can't fucking stop a nosebleed.
Again, Kirk had a great game.
He missed a couple of throws, but like, you can't. I wish he had a defense for once in his life. Like, it's not fair.
He had almost 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and it's just like he's putting up great numbers.
Great numbers.
And the team is just ass.
Garbage.
Kirk has been playing so good this year.
That O-line is garbage.
And it's crazy because that nigga's old. Like, he has maybe 1 or 2 years left.
I didn't watch quarterback, but like my brother was watching it.
He's a good fucking guy.
Like they said, like he got hit so hard, he cracked his rib.
Dog, you gotta watch it. Like his body be fucked up because he's old as fuck. Like
he is old. Like
he be getting massages, and fucking walking in the pool, just like, oh, yeah, my ribs is fucked up, but I gotta play.
Yeah, and it's like just like seeing his energy, knowing that he's not gonna be there next year, just coming in like so happy when training camp.
He's a really good fucking guy.
Yeah,
I hate that I like Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is such a likable.
He's a good fucking guy.
You check out the name and you show somebody the stats. You'll be like, shit, is this Mahomes?
This is a top
like, he's a really fucking good.
He will give you 4,200 yards and 30 touchdowns every year, no matter what.
What team really needs a quarterback? Because the Vikings might as well trade him and tank.
Yeah, the Jets.
That's why everybody was saying the Jets going to trade him. But if I'm the Vikings, I'm not giving you my quarterback for less than the first mid-season.
Yeah.
Because that's telling my locker room I'm tanking.
It's not like they don't have their first 2 because they only want to give up a second for Rodgers now.
Yeah.
So, at this point, I would say, yeah, just do it if they're willing to do it. And at the rate they going, shit, Jettas might be like, fuck this. Like,
no, Jettas going to be something. They're not letting Jettas walk out them doors. Are you crazy?
They're going to have to throw the whole house at him.
They are going to throw the whole house at him. That's why they're not paying Kirk.
0-3 is fucking insane.
0-3 is, he put up 149.
He was 1 yard away from being the first receiver to start their first 3 games with 150 yards.
Yeah.
1 yard away.
That's insane.
Which is insane that he.
I don't like their late game management in this game. That was very poor in my opinion. Like
on the Chargers.
No, the Vikings. Like that last drive, they could have spiked it and like thought about the play or something, but it was just like. And Kirk said that he couldn't hear the coach, but like Kirk, you old enough to know, like in these situations, what to do.
Are you sure? Because he also took a knee when he was supposed to spike the ball back when he was on the Redskins.
How old is Mike Williams?
Mike Will is like 28.
Mike Will did not make it.
Is he done?
Yeah, like done for his career.
Done
like,
for the career. Like
No.
He's gonna produce when he's healthy. He's just never. Him and Keenan will always get hurt.
That's what I'm saying. He's never healthy.
He's a big body. He's good. Puts himself in good position to make the catches. Big bodies don't have to be extremely fast. Look at Mike Evans.
I mean, look, they literally drafted his replacement.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been playing, so he's about to start playing.
Yeah.
And then speaking of Keenan, though, 140.
Keenan had a game.
He had a 215.
215.
And threw for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Threw for a 50-yarder. He was cooking. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he threw that. I think he was the one that threw the touchdown to Mike Will.
He was the one that threw a touchdown to Mike Will.
Yeah.
And
that was
at
crazy.
this point, do either of these teams go on a run to make the playoffs?
No.
Neither of them?
Mm-hmm.
No playoffs for
my
him.
boy JC was. He had a search warrant out for his arrest.
That nigga's hilarious, bro.
Bro, Massachusetts gun laws is crazy.
They said he his warrant is for robbing the charges for $84 million.
I mean, honestly, what Staley did to him against Tyreek Hill was malpractice. We don't gotta go into that. I'm not even defending him. I'm not even defending JC because it's not my boy no more.
We saw PS2 line up against Tyreek Hill, and it was still a field day. You just can't guard Tyreek Hill, especially the way the Dolphins.
You gotta save it.
We can save it.
Justin Herbert threw for 400.
400.
Herbert
barely won.
Man,
Brandon Staley needs to be in jail, man.
Bring me Jettas, Bill. Bring me Jettas. That's all I need.
Brandon Staley needs to be in jail. Whoever the GM is for the Vikings, that nigga deserves to be in jail because there's no way y'all putting teams together like this.
Dropping back 50 times.
Can you blame the GM?
50 times in a game.
He put up a fantastic squad. Staley just doesn't know how to use it.
No, I'm talking about the GM for the Vikings.
Oh yeah, he gotta go.
Now Staley needs to be in jail, and the GM for the Vikings needs to be in jail. I like what's the coach for the Vikings?
O'Connell.
I like O'Connell.
He alright.
I like him. Their roster construction is just ass.
They need it because they got a good DC and Brian Flores, a great DC. So
I don't know. There was a point last year where every single defense that they called, every signal was like the offense could call it out.
He just came this year.
You're right.
Because he was the Steelers linebacker coach last year.
Their old defensive coach was off.
Yeah.
All right. Next game is Bills Commies. This is our first hub game of the week.
Man, they disappointed me because I thought the Commanders. I was in my group chat. I was like, if the Commanders beat the Bills, we would be top 2 in the division. Because the Bills got a divisional loss. To the Jets. We beat the Jets. So we would have been the second place in our division. But Commanders just laid there and took it. So that disappointed me. That O-line, you let the Bills bum-ass D-line sack your quarterback 9 times.
9 times.
9 times.
I don't understand. So Rodgers got took out by the Bills D-line. The Commanders let the Bills D-line sack him 9 times. Them niggas is ass.
Hey.
Perception
bro. Is reality. If they look like bums, but they play well, then they're playing well.
I told you about
bro.
I told you about Leonard Floyd. That nigga had 2 sacks. You said he was washed.
Leonard Floyd is washed.
That nigga had 2 sacks.
Let's keep it 100.
That nigga had 2 sacks.
Sam Howell dropped back 40 times because he only threw 29 passes, but he got sacked 9 times. Having him drop back 40 times, he's gonna get sacked. He's a play extender.
Especially with that offensive line is ass.
Garbage.
Their offensive line is a basura.
I told you,
it's
Sam Howell is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
They was a little bit better than I thought. I mean, I thought they were better than this, but I guess I was wrong.
Nah, they're ass.
Because I thought their O-line was kind of okay, but they are not okay. They are straight garbage.
They have one good lineman. I can't remember his name. It's not Brian.
Is it Wiley?
No,
it's not Wiley.
It's a guard that I can't remember his name. He might have retired, right? I'm not keeping up with the Commanders these days.
Left hand up.
Sam Howell, my guy. Don't do that shit ever again.
Who are we? The pretenders.
Y'all got anything else about this game? I really don't. Bills went in there and they fucked their shit up.
James Cook is better than his brother at this point.
Yeah, Dalvin's washed, but we'll talk about that.
Which is crazy to say because Dalvin looked like the second best running back and the third best running back in the league.
That nigga, that fumble machine did not look like the third best running back in the league to me.
I bet. Next game is gonna be Steelers Raiders. Good old Monday night game.
That boy Jimmy is butt.
Okay, we gotta have a serious dialogue about McDaniels, man. Does that nigga not know what a 2-point conversion is? Real talk.
What did I tell you at the beginning of the season? Mac has never had a good old offensive coordinator until this year. I told niggas, bro, Josh McDaniels sucks. I told y'all. I mean, I was surprised. That's just, the whole league just thinks he's some genius. Nah, y'all ain't stay here and watch him call screens on 3rd and 14. Niggas just be seeing that shit he did with Tom Brady. It's fucking Tom Brady. Tom Brady was at the line of scrimmage, canceling every play call that nigga was making, bro.
Tom Brady
you can't convince me
running
otherwise.
The offense.
Tom Brady was the OC.
Oh, by the way, that bum ass nigga Najee is at 3.4 yards per attempt.
Najee 20 carries for 19, my bad, carries for 65 yards. He is awful.
That nigga's
Najee Harris is so bad.
He's bad as he's so ass.
They need to make him
that
a blocking tight end.
He's so slow, bro. Like I don't get it.
Sick.
Like he tries to run up the gut, and then he bounces outside, and by the time he gets to the edge, it's been like 10 seconds. That nigga is slow.
Y'all didn't see Najee Harris high school tape, man. I thought he was going to be one of those ones.
I mean, his college tape was also one of them ones. So
I said from the jump that nigga's mid, and he went from being mid to being ass.
He wasn't mid in high school, in college, bro. Be true.
I didn't say he was mid in college. I said he was gonna be mid in the league, and he's ass.
All right, y'all gotta get that hate out. But I don't know. The Steelers was better this game than I feel like they've been getting better as an offense.
Have they?
Kinda.
Or did they just play the Raiders?
I mean,
what did we say last week? They did play the Raiders.
Okay, they did play the Raiders, but man, Tay, I know you went out, man. Tay, come to the Patriots.
That nigga feels so fucking dumb.
You saw.
He has to feel stupid.
You saw his post-game conference?
I saw a clip where he was like,
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, we just gotta figure it out because I'm not here for this.
Jacoby looks fucking explosive, and he's getting some fucking yak toe tapping, everything that Juju can't do. So it's like I'll be watching every Raiders game.
Again, I know we said this last week.
We hate watching the Raiders.
I hate watching.
I know we said this last week, but Matt Patricia is really ass.
Matt Patricia is good. Look what Mac Jones had to do.
Jacoby looks like that.
Jacoby has always looked like that. He's always looked like that. His first year, he was drafted. He was a quarterback in college, so he changed to a wide receiver. That was for the Cam Newton year. Then that was the last Brady year.
Oh yeah, that's
Cam Newton year. He did better. Last year he was good. I mean his Mac rookie year he was good. Last year he was good. He's a serviceable 2, and that's all I wanted him to be. I said keep Jacoby, sign a 1. We signed fucking Juju, bro.
Signed Boo Boo Schuster.
And his tore up ass knee.
Bro, Jacoby looks good as a 2, and this is everything I wanted him to be for us. And like, I don't know a single Patriots fan that didn't love fucking.
Excellent. Y'all signed John Sherman, Smith-Schuster. He is no longer Juju.
That nigga.
You don't deserve a nickname when you play like ass.
Yeah, he sucks.
That is John Sherman.
On the defensive side of the ball, we gotta point out the 2 old ass washed. I'm sorry, MP. I love you. DBs, MP, you're cooked, buddy.
He's cooked.
Pat Pete, you're especially cooked, buddy.
that delayed reaction is the funniest shit I've seen all season. He threw his arms up after he saw the ball get caught.
Them niggas are washed, man. That shit was. That shit made me feel better that we didn't bring back MP.
Man, Max Crosby deserves better as well.
Yeah, that nigga be out there down in, down out fighting for no reason.
He just be fighting.
Max Crosby is such a dog.
Like he is a monster.
He always plays like he's playing for his life.
All that effort.
That's what I want to. I told you the white boys on the D line now and they're good.
Yeah,
that's what. Max Crosby should have been a left guard.
Max Crosby needs to fucking leave the Raiders, man. That's what he needs.
Everybody needs to leave the Raiders until they get rid of that nigga.
Signed extension?
Yes,
I think so. Yeah. So, I mean, he's not gonna leave, but like, he's never gonna win anything with them, and he deserves better because He is a dog. Tay is a dog. How old is Tay?
30. Yeah, he's 30.
I was gonna say somebody should trade for him, but wide receivers after they hit 32.
Nobody's trying to do that.
And then his contract is still pretty big. He got 17 a year. No, because Kirk got 17 a year.
He got
20 something. Was 19?
I think he got 19.
Yeah, he signed right after Kirk, right?
Yeah, and he signed before Reek.
Okay, yeah, he did. Because Reek got 20.
Reek got 20.
Reek got 20.
20?
Yeah, I think Reek got 20, 21.
Okay, that makes sense.
Then he get it was 484 or something like that.
Something like that. Crazy money. Man, my son gonna have to put on some fucking cleats. I don't care what the fuck you doing with you throwing on them fucking cleats, nigga.
Nigga, your son not gonna be no fucking receiver. I
don't give a fuck what he do. You can go be a tackle, nigga. Yeah, that's better.
My son gonna be a left tackle, nigga. He gonna make that money.
Your son gonna need some height to be a left tackle though.
Hey man, we gonna find a nice tall woman.
Yeah.
As soon as he learn to walk, nigga, you kick stepping. Sorry.
Hey, hold up. If he's short, make him a center. If he's short, make him a center.
Hey. I don't know. That center money don't be there. It's only so many niggas. It's only so many opportunities for centers. Might have to make him a guard.
Oh yeah, he can be a guard.
Fuck around, make him a long snapper.
Ooh, that's even harder than center though.
I mean,
them long snappers be lasting a long time.
They be lasting a long time.
It's a tough job, but it ensures job security.
We gonna see. It depends on how tall you go. We gonna teach him how to kick step. If the kick step ain't looking good, that nigga snapping balls.
If that boy 5'8", you better turn him into Zay Flowers. I don't know.
I mean, it don't matter because it's like if you look at these niggas on draft night, a lot of their dads be 5'8".
That is definitely true.
So
fucking Michael Jordan's father is 5'7".
Yeah, it's just you just gotta pray.
You just gotta get lucky.
Yeah, you just gotta pray for real. Just
we got anything else about these two bum ass teams?
No, I mean the Raiders and the Broncos we thought were gonna be at the bottom of the AFC, and the Steelers. They can make a playoff push. So this game only just
the Steelers always can make a playoff push, it's so annoying.
It's very much.
They're never going to be asked.
But it keeps them out. It keeps them out of picking top 10, and I know if they ever get a top 10 pick, they're gonna cut.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Fuck them. Let them keep me in the middle of the pack.
It's really the Steelers, the three really the fathers of the NFL: the Steelers, the Patriots, the Steelers, and the Packers. Never gonna pick that high.
Oh God.
It sucks.
All right, but next is gonna be Eagles Bucks.
That was last night.
We getting into prime time.
Baker threw that game away.
Yeah, Baker went back to.
Well, not even Baker, but the whole Bucks team just threw that game away.
Mike Evans had a couple nasty drops.
Mike Evans had awful drops the first 3 quarters. He was pissing me off. He dropped a touchdown. He dropped a couple first downs. And then he made that fucking crazy play.
The deterioration of that interior offensive line, from the time they won the Super Bowl to now, is crazy. That offensive line has...
Who is it that got hurt?
Jensen got hurt.
Yeah, his career is over.
Yeah, his career is done because he tried to play at the end of last season after he tore some shit in his leg.
Yeah, he
should have just got the surgery. Yeah, should have just got the surgery.
I thought Jensen... No, he didn't retire, but I thought he said something about retiring.
No. I mean, he's all but retired because he's never going to play football.
Nah, he's done because he did the little stem cell shit instead of getting surgery.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
It didn't work. And
he went to Dr. Sebi.
How we feel about Eagles and how they look so far?
They don't look great.
They look awful, but they're 3-0. So
their defense is so good. That defensive line is just disgusting.
Their secondary can be had, and I've been saying that their secondary can be had. Their linebackers can also be had. Their D-line is just fucking monstrous.
The defensive line is just the Georgia Bulldogs doing the same shit in the NFL, and it's ridiculous.
Jalen Carter had 8 pressures.
That's the one thing I'm tired of. I'm tired of the Jalen Carter dick riding. I get that he's good, but all the league really let this guy fall to the Eagles. No, the nigga basically is the catalyst for nigga 9. That's why niggas didn't get picked up.
Yeah. He Henry Ruggs, but
D-line
300 pounds.
I'm saying, the niggas didn't let him fall. Niggas wasn't trying to fuck with him. That's all it was.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you knew that he wasn't going to go to jail none, pick that nigga up, bro. The Chicago could need him right now.
The bad publicity means nothing. Tyreek Hill kicked a woman in her face.
True.
And he's the most beloved receiver in the league behind Jay Jettis.
Niggas do love
I don't know, man. Letting them get Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter was fucking annoying.
Nolan Smith don't even be doing shit. That nigga just be chilling.
I mean, he's going to, grow into, that's what they do. They redshirt you, and then next year you fucking great.
DeAndre Smith, RB1?
I guess so, because Rashad Penny ain't doing none. And Swift been cooking, so.
Damn, Kenneth Gainwell was out 1 week and got his job.
He lost his job.
That's crazy. Because that nigga, it's not like he had a bad game week 1.
He didn't have a bad game.
He just was out.
Well, actually, none of them did not shit against us. Because, our run defenses.
Gainwell had a good game. He had I was about to say fantasy points. That's crazy. That was about to be crazy.
You can go ahead and put the fantasy points up there because at the end of the day, that's combined stats.
Yeah, he had 17, 18 points week 1.
Did he?
Yeah, because I picked him up off waivers.
I think he might have scored a touchdown off a short field. Yeah. So that might have been it.
DeAndre Swift, he has some runs where you're like, he has no vision. And then
that's right what I was about to say.
He has some runs where he's following his blocks to an amazing degree.
His athleticism is going to carry him, but his vision is terrible.
Yeah. He can follow Jason Kelce.
It's not hard to have good vision when you're getting fucking gaping holes every fucking every running play. So it's whatever.
Jalen Hurts did not look good in the first half of this game at all.
Nah, that nigga sold me with them 2 picks, bro.
I told you. I'm telling you, this nigga is a pure pocket passer that's cosplaying as a fullback. That's what he is. That's what he is.
That's what they want him to be.
And he's a great quarterback, but I think he's still hurt though. His shoulder is still messed up.
You think so?
Yeah, he is. Because Donovan McNabb was talking about it.
I thought he was saying that last season he was towards the end of the season he was only playing 67%.
No, Donovan McNabb came out. I think it was earlier this year, after week 1. He was I told Hurts Hurts was yeah, my shoulder's not fully healthy.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that he was talking about last season.
No, I think it was this season, but I might be wrong.
Okay.
But I think it was this season.
Anything else about this game?
Let's have some controversy. Should the tush push be illegal?
No.
Is it too good?
Get good.
No. Yeah, get good. If my 3 interior offensive linemen are better than your 3 down linemen, that's your fault.
And it's not only they can do it. Everybody in the league can do that.
But if your center and your 2 guards are just ass and they can't get any push up front, that's your fault.
Having Jason Kelce as your center in that QB sneak makes a world of difference. You don't see the Kansas City Chiefs doing the QB sneak every 4th down.
So if you're saying ban it for sporting reasons, I disagree. If you're saying ban it for health reasons because of the O-line and the hits they be taking on the back of their heads after that during that play, okay, that's valid. But for sporting reasons, every team in the NFL has the opportunity to do it. Mm-hmm. If either you execute or you don't. It's not the
Eagles' fault that they have a better offensive line than everybody else.
Offensive linemen are going to be fine. They're not getting hit in the back of the head.
If you look at them getting back up, they're getting fell on. They're getting their whole it's really hard on them. So you just gotta look when you.
But again, it's not like they're doing it 4 or 5 times a game. At most, they do it 2, 3. I don't know.
They do it as many times as they need to.
Yeah, they do it as many. Because I think they did it back to back yesterday. So.
They did do it back to back. I just see that. That shit was crazy. You said, "Run it again." But yeah, it's just a matter of get good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be better.
The other game yesterday, Rams-Bengals.
Yep, that's next. Rams-Bengals, man.
Bengals defense looks good.
Bengals defense looks really good.
Bengals defense looked good against that shitty Rams O-line. That Rams O-line from last year reared its own ugly head. Granted, they was missing people. I think they lost their left tackle and they left guard, right? Mm-hmm. In the middle of the game. And then Trey Hendrickson is on that side. He just ate.
Trey Hendrickson ate.
I think BJ Reader got his first sack in 5 years.
Yeah, DJ Reader got a sack.
It was 2 years.
That was off the left guard that came in. Yeah, their defense did a good job holding the Rams. I also think that no call on that Tutu Atwell end around. I don't think that was not a touchdown.
Oh, you thought it was a touchdown?
Yeah, I think it was a touchdown.
I thought it was a touchdown too, but I could see how the refs will return it. I'm not mad at it, but I do think it was a touchdown.
My thing is, if you call it a touchdown on the field,
and it's not,
and it's no clear obvious proof, you can't overturn that.
Yeah, I agree.
And not to complain about refs, but officiating these first 3 weeks
awful.
has been terrible.
God awful.
And we say it every single year, and it never ever gets better.
Gets better. It's been.
You gotta have a sky judge. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they don't do it. Even if you just add an additional...
Pay these referees full-time.
Even if you just add an additional ref to be there on the field.
Yeah.
Because these old-ass niggas cannot see everything that's going on.
Hey, man, you got 16... What is it? 16 16 refereeing squads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So pay them full time, man. It's like it's that simple. The NFL got the money. Pay these niggas full time. Instead of them fucking handling my books during the middle of the week, have them fucking study tape. Get good, man. Like
nigga said, you my fucking taxes and then go run up and down the field with Tyreek Hill on Sunday.
On, like they're making the NFL is making too much money to not be paying these niggas full time. Like, it's ridiculous.
Officiating is just ass. On the Bengals side, Burrow looks bad. I don't know if it's right for him to be playing.
I don't think so. I don't think he should be playing at all.
Especially during this stretch of time when they have games they can afford to lose, like these NFC games. These out-of-division games are games you can afford to lose. And he's saying moving forward he'll only get healthier. That's not how football works.
That is not how that works.
You're going to take hits.
Especially a calf strain.
Exactly. You're going to take hits. You're a quarterback. You have to plant your leg in order to throw. And that's why he's oversailing throws.
Take any hits harder than Aaron Donald would hit him? Well, no, Myles Garrett. Never mind.
Exactly.
Never mind. But they already played Myles Garrett once, so.
But my point is, it's not going to get better.
Especially if you have him dropping back 50 times.
50 times.
50
that's nuts. Like that's just malpractice on Zach Taylor's side.
Exactly.
Because your quarterback is out there on one leg and you got him dropping back 50 times. Joe Mixon is right there.
And that's my big thing. Joe Mixon had almost 20 carries, and guess what happened? They won. Run the fucking ball.
Run the ball, man.
That was the first Bengals win in the Joe Burrow era without Joe Burrow throwing the touchdown.
Oh, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. But it makes sense.
It makes sense. Plus, Burrow produces so well that it's like it's one of those stats that's like.
But yeah, I think going into the season they should have just sat him.
Yeah,
it's malpractice by their GM not to have a better backup QB situation.
Yeah,
knowing that your quarterback has a calf injury, but they should have just sat him so that way once you get past this week, because who do they play next week? Once you get past this week, I think they play another NFC team. If not, it's a out of conference and AFC team.
Is it the Panthers? No, it's not the Panthers.
I'm trying to get this schedule pulled
The point is, over this stretch, the Titans. Okay,
that's a bad game.
Exactly.
That is a nasty D-line.
My point is, if you had sat him for these first 3 weeks, he probably would have been way healthier than he was going into week 1.
And you would have had the same record.
And you would have had the same record more than likely.
That's tough.
So it's like, at this point now, you're just playing.
But I mean, you can see the fear of starting 0-2 in the division, which they already did.
They already are.
But they didn't know that going in. They didn't know they would start 0-2.
But you knew that your quarterback wasn't healthy. That's my point.
Starting 0-2 in the division in the AFC is
and even then, even if they keep them in the first 2 weeks like they did, where they start 0-2, once you know you play an NFC team, you play an out of division AFC team, and then you play another NFC team. I think they play the Niners or something like that after the Titans. Something like that.
Oh, that's nasty too.
No, they play the Titans, then the Cardinals. The Cardinals are dogs.
That's still NFC.
And then they play the Seahawks.
NFC.
And then they get a bye week.
Exactly. So during this stretch, they should be sitting him. Because at that...
if you look at the stretch of teams they're playing, there's a good chance they go 0-5 if they didn't play Burrow at all.
It's a good chance they go 1-4 regardless.
Exactly.
One win makes a lot. That one win is very important to the AFC.
My thing is, you're playing at this point. You're playing with the long-term health of your big investment.
That's the issue right there. I agree.
But
Burrow's a tough nigga, man.
Yeah.
Playing through this injury is not easy. So.
But he's not playing good. He's not playing well.
But with the reps, he's gonna get better. But
I don't think so. I don't think it's a matter of he needs more reps. I think it's a matter of mechanically he can't do what he's used to doing.
A calf strain is a very serious injury
because you feel it every step.
Because it hurts really bad.
He can't plant. If you look at when he drops back, he can't plant his foot right.
Yeah. I mean, he looked better in the second half yesterday.
The Rams' defense also helped with that.
And a calf strain can turn into an Achilles tear.
That would be awful.
I've seen that happen in the NBA multiple times.
I mean, that's basically Rodgers though. Remember, he was dealing with the calf for 2 years, and then he just tore his ACL.
Achilles.
Fucking up your calf puts a lot of strain on your Achilles. And
let me not even put that in the air, man.
For a quarterback that you invested so much money into, and that's such a good quarterback, he's one of the foundations of your offense. Having him drop back 50 times is not only nasty in a joking way, but it's literally could be a detriment to his long-term career.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's why they put all that tape on the back. It was like that ACL is not snapping today. They put all the tape in the fucking
Achilles is being held up with duct tape.
The only thing I have to say about the Rams, shout out Akilo Witherspoon. That interception he had was nasty. That was crazy. He snatched it.
That's the Akilo that was in Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Interesting.
Next week is Puka Nakua's legacy game. He only put up 50 yards today. He gonna have to show some.
200 yards next week.
200 yards next week and 35 targets.
Damn, who did it play? That's gonna be a funny game. They play the Eagles. Oh, he can definitely get 200.
All right, y'all got anything else on this game?
No, they play the Colts next Sunday.
I was looking at
they play the Colts. Which, let me not shit on the Colts. Because I thought I could.
Yeah, you can't.
Anything else on this game?
No, we got it up.
I bet. We got our next Hub Watch. It's going to be the Houston Texans playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Man, Duval, what the fuck happened? Y'all niggas got put on the fucking hub by my nigga CJ Stroud. That's nasty.
CJ Stroud is one of the best intermediate passers in the league already. Like, statistically, he's one of the best intermediate passers in the league.
You looking at a list?
Hmm?
You looking at a list?
No, it was a stat I read. He has, the second most completions and, the most yards in the intermediate passing game.
Who was one, Matt?
I don't know.
Nah, dick suck is crazy.
No, I'm serious. If you look at... All right, we gonna
doing what they did. First of all, they let a fullback get a punt return for a TD.
That was nasty.
Which is funny.
Disgusting.
It was hilarious to watch. The fullback didn't even think he was.
Trevor Lawrence is on fraud watch to me at this point.
I don't think so.
Explain.
This is first year, it was Urban burnout year. Second year, Dougie P. Everything's working fine.
Mm-hmm.
Third year, you change the OC. Why? You change the play caller. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Give him that continuity. Like I don't understand it. That was
now,
great. I'm all for minority hiring. I love seeing black men get their shot and stuff. But
you love that affirmative action.
But I'm not saying he's not qualified or anything, but Trevor Lawrence just finally got into his groove
now,
and you're taking him out of it.
My only issue with that is that the guys are open and they're ready to make plays. He's just not delivering the ball.
Christian Kirk had a really bad drop.
Even when it comes to a red zone offense, he's sailing balls over guys' heads.
Now, one thing I will say is that I didn't expect them to have a good game this week. One, because the Texans secondary is really good, and two,
they had no Stingley.
It doesn't matter. They got Petrie. They got their other cornerback. Their other two of their three cornerbacks are some of the highest graded cornerbacks in the league. But regardless, they never play well against the Texans. And it's how divisional shit. You got that weird stuff going on with that one team that
an awful team will beat you.
Yeah,
just
because y'all in the same division, they'll always beat you. Kind of like the Jags, always beating the Colts even when they were bad and the Colts were good. So it's one of those. So I didn't expect them to have a good game anyways, and they looked worse than I thought. Because I thought they would still pull it off, but CJ Stroud, I wasn't a believer until the Georgia game.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was like, all right, man, you might be him. He is him, and he is breaking the OSU QB curse.
He is
for sure.
No sacks on Stroud at all is just a flagrant flag on that Jacksonville D-line when you're going up against backups.
Yeah,
that's
it's only Tunsil.
That's it.
Everyone else is
a backup or the backup for the backup.
Yeah,
that's just
the center is the third string center.
You can't get one sack. That's just flagrant.
Yes.
Overall, just complete utter domination, and getting beat like that at home is just embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean, no, they had most of their O-line backed up because George Fant played, even though he's not the starter. What is he? Shaq Mason played, and then their center is definitely the third string, but
they didn't score until the third
Texans
quarter.
got some pieces on that offensive
line.
They do when they're healthy.
Yeah. And then Josh Jones is who they got from Arizona.
Shout out my nigga Tank Dell, man.
Tank Dell.
Tank Dell had like 2 ridiculous touchdowns. No, the first one wasn't a touchdown. It was just a really good catch.
Yeah.
But that connection, man.
He been hooping. Like, I always thought that like their receiver core was good. This was like Mechie's second game back, and he had 13 yards. 13 yards. Hopefully he gets better as the season goes. With Tank Dell, respect, man. Nico Collins has been hooping. He ain't have that big of a game this week.
Shout out to Robert Woods for still being in the league.
And then you got Damian Pierce. Like, I don't know what's going on this year, but he has not been running like how I thought he would be.
14 carries for 31 yards.
It's getting nasty. Yeah. And I know some of it is on the O-line, but like 2.2 yards of carry is bad. And I know a lot of that is on the O-line for sure. But
Singletary had 9 for 41, so it's possible to run the ball behind that offensive line.
That's fair.
All right, but
on the Jags side, Ridley, you're killing me on fantasy, bro.
Ridley,
y'all gotta get this shit together.
Murdering me, man.
Bro, I'm like 2-5 in fantasy this week. Is like I'm stressed. y'all gotta help a nigga out. Like between Ridley and fucking Darren Waller, the niggas that I stacked.
I traded Darren Waller.
Oh, I'm about to. It's getting bad out
here. Give Travis Etienne some help.
He got some help. He got Tank Bigsby.
I mean, at quarterback.
Oh.
Yeah, that nigga Trevor just he hasn't looked good the past 2 weeks to me. No. All right, bet. We got our next hashtag Hut Watch. We got Dallas at Arizona.
Nobody expected this shit.
This is the biggest upset of the season so far, man.
And Arizona dominated.
Arizona dominated them niggas.
Like it wasn't even like a fluke win. Like they dominated from start to finish.
Man,
and you can
shout out my nigga Josh Dobbs, man. Niggas was laughing at you, and we are niggas. We was laughing at you.
I liked him in Tennessee last year.
You balling, my nigga.
But like he cooking.
I wouldn't say he's balling. He put up under 200 yards. He just completed the passes that he needed to complete.
Listen,
he's playing well.
He getting the ball where it needs to be.
He was running it well too, though.
He's managing the game.
He's managing the game well, and he ran it well as well.
Oh, I didn't even see that. 6 carries, 55 is really good.
One of them was long.
One of them was 44 yards.
One of them was 44 yards, but I mean, he got stacked twice. So like the sacks count against your rushing total. So you gotta think about that as well.
No, you don't.
They do.
It depends.
They definitely do for quarterbacks.
Yeah, if it's a non-run, it's gonna get called as a TFL.
Yeah. Sack is gonna count against your rush total as a quarterback, I think.
No, it counts against your passing stats. It doesn't count.
It counts against both.
It counts against your passer rating.
Yeah, it counts against. So it definitely counts as. It takes yards off your rushing.
Okay, I didn't know that.
All right, fuck that. Dak.
Oh, before we get to Dak. Hollywood went cooking, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Hey, Hollywood, fuck you, dude.
He looks better. I'm telling you, he looks better than Bateman, bro. He gets open, good. And he was doing this last year too. Because I was watching Cardinals games last year. He gets open.
You know how sick of a football fan you have to be that you were just watching the Cardinals for fun.
This nigga's an addict.
You're sick. You know that?
A fiend for ball, bro.
Nigga, we got 18 weeks. We gotta make the best of it. It's like maybe a quarter of the year.
4 months total.
Yeah, like you gotta make the best of it, man. I be watching as much football as I can.
Fair enough.
But
Dak.
Before we blame Dak, this is supposed to be the best defense in the league, and you give up 200 yards rushing to the fucking Cardinals.
True. James Conner had a fucking game.
James Conner had a game.
What did I tell you about James Conner?
I thought he was a goal line merchant, man. I thought he was a goal line merchant.
He is a goal line merchant as well, but
that offensive line bullied them niggas, man. They bullied the fuck out of them niggas.
And I said like the O line is kind of all right. It's not bad. It's not awful, and they only gave up 2 sacks against the Cowboys, which says a lot. Did Micah get a sack? Micah definitely got a sack. Mm-hmm. Whatever they did against Micah, we need to do that shit this Sunday.
Micah lines up on what? He lines up over
he lines up on the right tackle.
He lines up on the right tackle.
But he be moving around, though. Okay. He been moving around all over.
I was going to say, my nigga Paris Johnson shut him down, man.
Yeah, so...
What you got to do is you got to get that ball out quick. You need to be able to run the ball because...
We can run the ball.
If you run the ball, Micah can't hit your quarterback.
Bully their D-line.
But like, the thing is, they've been seeing this shit all week, so they're watching. You know the Cowboys. They're always on every talk show, so all they see is themselves and everybody saying, "Oh, y'all can't block the run." So you know what they're about to do? Stop the run. So it's gonna be that type of game this Sunday. But Malik Hooker was out there stripping. Deron Bland, he had some good reps, some bad reps. Pierce also he took a bad angle on that. What was it? The Michael Wilson?
Mm-hmm.
That touchdown. He took a bad angle. But all in all,
are we gonna slander Dak, man? Come on, I need to get to the Dak.
I gotta
slander.
get the defense first because the defense.
Dak lost them this game. Can we just say that
the defense lost them this game as well?
Dak had
you can't be an elite defense and give it 28 to the Cardinals.
28 points to the
Dak
Cardinals.
had a chance to get them in position to come back, and he threw that terrible pick.
That was an awful pick.
As the quarterback, you have to be held accountable for that.
That's valid because the defense has been doing their part, and the one day that they fuck up, you're supposed to pick up.
You're supposed to pick up because
I agree on that.
They have been carrying that offense.
They have.
Not that the offense has been terrible. Not that the offense has been bad. The offense has just been okay.
You seen the thing? My Cowboys friend had told me, he was like, the Cowboys have scored like 90 points this season, and Dak has only thrown 3 touchdowns.
Exactly.
Because they get great field position because of their defense.
And in an offensive league like we're in today, giving up 28 points is not a crazy indictment on a defense.
Giving up 28 points to the Cardinals.
That's a crazy indictment. But giving up 28 points, period, is not a crazy indictment on a defense. Your offense has to be able to put up points in order to keep up with that other team.
Hey, man, all I know is my defense has not given up 28 yet. So, even to the Dolphins. Hey, man, I'm just saying.
So, yeah, long story short, Dak, you failed your team when they needed you most.
100%.
Tony Pollard is a fucking dog. I thought he was going to be a little bit shaky after he broke his leg, right?
He had to get ankle surgery, but he broke his leg.
Yeah.
It was weird because he broke his leg, but got ankle surgery. I don't understand how that worked.
Point is, I thought he was going to be shaky, but he's solid.
Mm-hmm. Rico Dowdle? Who the fuck is Rico Dowdle, bro? I'm looking at that game. I'm like, who the fuck is these niggas? I'm looking at that game.
Where's motherfucking Oh
Deuce?
My God,
Deuce?
Yeah, where's Deuce, man?
Did he even? I don't think Deuce got any.
Deuce got no burns.
Bro, I was looking. I seen that he pressed that one run for the touchdown. I'm like,
who
the fuck
is
is Rico Dowdle?
All right, bet. Anything else on this game, y'all?
Oh man,
look, I told y'all. Well, I didn't emphasize the point very heavily, but Tony Pollard can be an every down bet. He shouldn't be getting run 23 times every single game. But I have some faith in Tony Pollard.
I mean, I like Pollard a lot, but like, I just don't think he should be getting upwards of 18 carries a game every game, because like he's just not built. Like that's just not his build. And it's just like what Jashawn was talking about CMC. They have like a similar build, kinda, not really, but like they're both like on the slimmer side of running backs.
I think Tony is a little slimmer than CMC.
Probably,
yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Biggest disappointment of the week. What
y'all folks been waiting for it. I know you've been waiting for it. We got the ultimate put them on a hub game of the week. Man, we got them. We dropping 70 on them niggas like it's college.
Nigga, that's not even
Broncos at the motherfucking Dolphins. That nigga Mike McDaniel was in the stands like, who you need to score for fantasy?
Bro,
he said, who you need to score for fantasy?
No.
And around there. All right, yeah, I got it.
Pop,
there's
two bad things. You go ahead.
There's two bad things. One, this not even a hub. This like a home movie where she just laying and taking it. This is a homemade video.
This is Jason Love.
This is side stroking. Like this was nasty. 70 points, and then that's three things. Two, your opposing coach should not be going into the stands at any point in the NFL game. Week 3,
Tyreek went into the stands.
That nigga went to stands. It was just
he was
3. You got 2.
Mike White had 2 touchdowns.
Before we even get to Mike White, Tua threw 2 right-handed touchdowns.
He dropped back.
He switched his hand.
That was a great play call.
What?
That was a great play call.
2 right-handed touchdowns. That is disgusting. 3. What is it? We at that was 3. 4.
4 Raheem Mostert touchdowns. 4 Etienne touchdowns. 2 Mike White touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all it's gonna be us and the Dolphins top 2 in the division. That was my prediction.
You think y'all can keep up with the Dolphins?
No, we're not keeping up with the Dolphins.
I respect the honesty.
The only way the Dolphins season falls off is a Tua injury. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that's stopping them because that defense.
Mike White looked good.
He's not Tua.
Mike White completed all 2 of his passes,
and he threw that bomb to fucking the Robbie Anderson.
Yeah,
Robbie Anderson bringing niggas.
Robbie Chosen.
Shout out that nigga. Oh yeah, because he wanted to make sure he had Chosen One on the back. That nigga's so nasty.
Chosen One is, and that's kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie.
That nigga.
Wait, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, that's why he kept changing his name.
Oh, that's hard.
He wanted to get his jersey to say Chosen One.
That's a tough jersey.
That is very
nice.
Oh man, if he did that, did he do that while he was still in Carolina?
No.
Oh, he should have did that
because he was Robbie Anderson.
He was chosen.
Then
Anderson,
he was chosen Anderson.
And now he Robbie Chosen.
No, then he was chosen. He was chosen something. He was Robbie with a Y. Then he was Robbie with an I. Then he was Robbie. Then he was chosen Anderson, and then now he's Robbie Chosen.
It only costs like $50 to get your name changed. When you got NFL money,
changing your name what was the point in changing your name from Y to I?
It takes a lot because in the NFL, if you change your name or like you change your number, you got to pay for all them jerseys that's out.
Niggas ain't making Robbie Anderson jerseys like that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Who was realistically buying that nigga jersey?
Chosen Anderson jersey.
Them 10 jerseys that's in stock, they make them bitches as they get ordered.
But damn, Tua only missed 3 passes all game.
Yeah, man.
300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Hey.
I don't even have anything.
He ran the ball for 350 fucking yards.
Man.
I've never seen... This Dolphins defense is the greatest regression I've seen in my entire life.
Broncos defense.
Yeah,
you said Dolphins.
Oh, we know Broncos defense. I've never seen a regression like this in my life.
It's just... I don't know how
They allowed 10 points per game last season.
I don't know how you let that happen.
They're on pace for being the worst defense in the league history.
Also, the Dolphins are on pace to score the most points ever. Like, literally
They're legit.
They're on pace for, like, I think it was 600 and some odd points, and the record is, like, 503.
They said 6 football players with the ball that had the recorded the fastest times. All 6 played for the Dolphins. That is... It's a track.
It was like 2 Tyreek, 2 Achane.
Looking back at it, us going down to the line against this fucking shit with 3 of our starting corners
is a credit to your defense, man. That's a credit to your defense.
I said top 3 in the league. That shit, after seeing them drop 70, we might be top 2 because this is... We were down 3 corners. 3 starting corners.
How do you even go forward after having something like that happen to your squad?
You act like this week didn't happen. That's exactly what you do. I have been on the wrong side of getting blown out a couple times. You just run extra hard in practice and act like this shit didn't happen. You go in and you just go in the next week.
And my thing is,
think about it. They play Mahomes twice.
Yeah,
they play Herbert twice.
It's not even like they had a bad game offensively.
They did it. Russ has been very good.
Russ had a good for Russ at this point game.
It's not even a good for Russ at this point. This is a objectively good game.
Yeah.
23 for 38, 306. He threw 1 interception. He had a touchdown. He's been looking pretty good. And Javonte Williams has not been looking that great post-injury. Sean Payton, he was doing a lot of talking. Maybe it's time to just shut the fuck up.
Sean Payton, you might be a fraud. I'm not gonna lie.
Drew Brees
at this point, I think the Jets might fuck him up.
Drew Brees made
that Jets game is gonna be funny as shit because it's just 2 garbage teams just going at it, and the Jets got a better defense. The Broncos got a better offense, but does it matter when your defense is playing this poorly? Like Russ is not they made all offseason about Russ. Russ has been the lead. He got his legs under him now. He's been playing really well, and it's like it wasn't fair that all offseason like niggas was just like Russ. Russ didn't do anything wrong, so
it's like a Kirk Cousins Vikings situation, but like magnified.
I've never seen like this. Is just.
We also need to have a discussion about Cortland Sutton fumbling twice.
Yeah, that was bad. Jerry Jeudy looked good on his first game back. Was this the second? No, this was the
first game back.
Okay, yeah. Marvin Mims is looking really good.
Yeah. They need to get him more touches.
Yeah, they need to get him more touches. Stop throwing the ball to Cortland Sutton. because he's not going to
be. They had to for them first 2 weeks though.
I mean right now because you got Marvin Mims breaking out. You got Jerry Jeudy back. Make Curlin in the third because he has not been like 2 fumbles in a game where you're already. I don't know, man. It's just made me mad.
When you were down like 40 points at half.
They were down 35 in the first half, and Miami was like, all right, cool, let's just do that shit again.
They just kept pace, which is crazy.
Kept like shitting on them.
Like not to jump, but the Chiefs had like 30 points in the first half and ended with like 40.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins just...
This is a college score.
The Dolphins just
kept stroking. This is a college score. You don't see shit like this happen in the league.
Also, the Dolphins don't have Jalen Waddle yet.
They didn't have Waddle.
That's what I said. That was the 5th point I was going to make. If they had
them niggas might have dropped 100.
I don't think they would have went for 100. You saw the report that said the league was like, oh, the Dolphins putting up 70 was disrespectful. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Get good.
You play who's in front of you.
What?
Play defense, nigga.
Play defense. I'm not here for you to save face. And they helped them save face by not kicking that field goal.
They definitely did.
They should have fucked the field goal. I would have went for a touchdown.
I would have felt better as the defensive team if they kicked the field goal. Taking victory formation and kneeling out just makes me feel like you calling me a bitch and I can't stop you.
That's just everybody in that defensive room should be ashamed of themselves.
I think the defense coordinator needs to go. Like that's
Tuesday.
That's a fireable offense. Like
I was surprised by 12 o'clock Monday that he still had a job.
Like that's
I don't like calling out black men. I don't like calling out anybody for their jobs. I don't like, especially not black men, but this nigga should not be working. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's a couple of black guys in the league. You don't need to be in the league. No disrespect.
Not getting 70 dropped on you, bro.
Like that's I don't know. It's Tuesday and he still has a job.
And
I don't know
it's not like like I get you missing Simmons playing safety on the back end, but
Simmons was not going to stop 350 yards.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like you're missing all your guys. It's not like you're out there struggling to put bodies on the field.
You seen that first Reek touchdown?
Man,
nobody was within 10 yards of him. Yeah, he was literally sitting and nobody was within. Tyreek Hill.
Broncos GM. Who's their GM? Is it still Elway?
No, Elway's not the GM.
I don't think it's Elway.
It's like, I think his name's like Patton or something.
Whoever the fuck the GM is, we'll get y'all a first for PS2, man. Free PS2.
Free PS2. Like,
his
really free PS2.
His father got on Twitter and was like, this is bullshit.
Really?
And, yeah, his father got on Twitter and was like
that nigga might Baker himself out of the fucking Broncos.
Hey, and I'm fully on it, man. PS2 to the Ravens.
Yeah, free PS2, man. All right, we got our next and final hub of the week game, Bears versus Chiefs.
Man, Justin Fields.
Every single week, my agenda looks worse and worse,
man. Worse. I don't understand.
Every week, my agenda just looks worse and worse and worse.
The Chiefs dropped 27 points in one quarter. And then they took it easy on you the rest of the game.
They sat Mahomes after what? Like quarter way through the third quarter? They just said, fuck it. Them niggas really could have dropped 70 if they wanted to.
They could have. Easily.
You
know, this isn't even Justin Fields' worst game. And
the nigga had 99 yards, bro.
He had 99. It's still not his worst game. Because he only threw one pick.
You're right. And at least he threw a TD.
He only took 3 sacks. Man, Justin Fields is not good at all.
No, he's not. He's not at all. It's. I don't even have anything to say about this game.
Free DJ Moore.
Yeah, free DJ Moore. That nigga does not want to be there. And I don't blame him.
Free Cole Kmet, too, because he's not bad at all.
Cole Kmet is kind of ass.
He ass?
He's an ass.
On God?
Because
he's very mid.
He's supposed to be a blocking tight end because he's not really that good in the receiving game. The nigga can't block. He be getting his ass beat offline. And he's just not athletic. He's not athletic enough to be a downfield threat. He's very, very ass.
My bad. Don't free Cole Kmet. He's some shit.
So is Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool is so bad. He does to be 6'4", he doesn't know how to high point the ball in any situation.
Oh, I do have something to say about this game. Hey, did you guys know that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift might be dating?
If I hear that shit one more time,
I might
go one more zoom in of Taylor Swift.
Oh my God.
It's like every sports show, every single day of this week, Even Bill Belichick, bro. Like, I can't even.
He's made a lot of good catches in his career, but that might be his best one yet.
Well, Bill is a Swiftie. Like,
David Yates was tweeting out about Taylor Swift. I'm like, shut up.
I'm so tired. Like, dog, I didn't think I had to hear about this kind of bullshit during football season. Football season is supposed to be where my TL is filled with nothing but ball.
Like, it's getting annoying.
That shit is irking my fucking soul.
Oh. I mean, no, we love Taylor Swift. For all the Swifties out there, we love Taylor Swift.
I rock with Taylor.
We just don't want pop culture during sports seasons. That's all it is.
Nah, man.
People was betting Travis Kelce 3 touchdown games. Like,
just
people were serious about it.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's all I got to say about this game. Pacheco's nice.
Pacheco is the hardest runner.
Motherfucking Claude had 55 yards, so that's how you know
that is
this team is ass.
Just like everybody else in the country, that game cut off at halftime. So
Mahomes had almost 300 yards in a half. So
yeah, that game cut out at halftime. So nobody really watched that second half. I'm happy that they only kept Kansas City to 7 points in the second half, but they also was not trying. So
they put Blaine Gabbert up there, man.
Yeah, they put Blaine Gabbert up there. He threw it 5 times. They just got tired of stat padding, and they was like, all right. DJ Moore let Fields down a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
That nigga don't want to be there.
I don't know, man. 3 games in, you can't be saying you don't want to be there. But
yes, you can with Justin Fields as your quarterback.
He didn't sign like an extension, did he?
He signed an extension with Carolina.
Yeah, he got traded from Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot.
Yeah, he didn't like. He literally probably does not want to be there.
Nah, him and Justin Fields was like best friends over summer camp, but shit do change quick.
That was before it was time to play ball.
That was before they put real pads on.
That was when they were dicing up their defense, and they thought their defense was all right. They saw their state was not all right.
They were in practice like, oh, this easy.
Yeah, we might be nice. Nah, your defense is garbage.
All right, next game is Patriots versus Jets. Go ahead, Pop. Talk about your diddler.
All right, pause first of all, but
your man's out there diddling people, man. I don't know what's up with bro.
He definitely cup checked that man.
I don't like how he has a reputation of being dirty, because it has been like a couple times where like players have come out and he's always doing dirty shit. I don't like that. But you gotta stop that shit for real.
What's up with your man? Why he be doing that stuff?
I don't know. I think he just be locked in and just be fucking
hates black people.
Like when we played them last season, he went for the fucking slide and then fucking
kick somebody,
trying to kick somebody in the dick.
He's tried to kick Roquan Smith in the knee like 3 separate occasions on 2 different teams.
I don't defend dirty plays, so like I don't like that. I hope he stops that.
And then when his ankle hurt, he like what the fuck is up with you, MAGA man?
It is what it is, but I'm also tired of just seeing that on Twitter, because the Jets did a lot more dirty plays than us, and it's always just, I guess because the Patriots, everybody, hates us, so whatever we do gets, like, broadcasted, but...
because after A-Rod went down, nobody gives a fuck about the Jets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, no, they do give a fuck about the Jets. They talk about the Jets every single day on sports media.
I'm talking about the general public.
No, yeah, sure, but we're forced to see their content every day, so it is what it is. For this game, my defense was locked down.
Zeke finally had a good game.
Yeah, Zeke, he looked explosive. Ramondre has not looked explosive, and he's been dropping passes, and he just hasn't looked like he's in the zone. So hopefully he gets better as the season goes.
Juju
is fucking ass, bro. Like he is just not good. He is not good, and it's pissing me off. Devontae Parker, also just not good. I don't know why we signed him to an extension. Like, he's the one, like, the only player we should have signed to an extension is fucking Kendrick Bourne. Because he be creating, he gets open. I don't know why we signed him to an extension, but we gave him, like, 2 years, 11 million a year if he hits all of his incentives, which he won't because he sucks. So, at least that's, like, a plus for the cap. Farrell Brown had a nice little touchdown that they set up, because they were setting them up, baiting them, like, play after play, and then they finally, he pretended to be a blocker, and then got behind the coverage, and it was a nice little touchdown. Nice little pass. That was fire. Mac has been one of the best throwers of intermediary like in the intermediate range. He's been one of the best in the league. So that's been really good. But the deep balls have just not been there. I think we've had the most attempts, and we've been the least efficient in the league. And Mac, it's like some of it is Mac, some of it is a receiver. What were you saying?
Mac has always been good short and medium. He gets the ball out really fast too.
Yeah,
I mean, like last year, like we were forcing the deep ball because like we were playing that West Coast offense shit with Patricia, but like we were forcing the deep ball all season, and it did start slow, and he got better with the season as the season went on. So I'm hoping that's like it's like a slow burner type of thing. Mm-hmm. But our O line played decently. Trent Brown didn't let up a single pressure hit, none of that. Like he, 100% of the snaps didn't give up shit, and he was great in run blocking as well. Cole Strange, he is a headache. Like he makes me sick sometimes. But at the same time, he's coming back from a knee injury, and he has to go up against Quentin Williams, so that's not really easy.
Is he on bus watch?
He is on bus watch, but we'll see how. Because this is supposed to be the sophomore year league, so. David Andrews had a good game. Michael Nwenu, he's getting back into it. He's one of the best right guards in the league. Vidarian Lowe, he was decent.
Gonzo.
I don't want to,
Gonzo's been one of the best.
One of
the best corners in the league. Not one of the best young corners. One of the best corners in the league. I can't even see.
I don't think we're gonna win. Like if we were like a playoff team, he'd be defensive rookie of the year, but we won't be. Probably not. So that's gonna be. He should be defensive rookie of the year. Like the way he look at the receivers we've been playing. We played Philly, 2 good receivers. Miami, Reek and Waddle. Then we had Garrett Wilson yesterday. You can say Zach Wilson is his quarterback, but even in the route that Garrett ran, he wasn't really getting open like that. We got CD and Gallup next. Then we got Olave and Rashid Shaheed next. Then we have we literally have just like back to back. And I'm not really worried until we play the Bills because I'm confident in what he can do, but Diggs just fucking ruins our defensive backs every single time, and it's annoying. So we got after Olave and them, we got Tay and Jacoby. Then we have Diggs. I don't care about Gabe Davis. Then we got Reek and Waddle again.
You've always been a
Gabe Davis hater.
I drafted him in fantasy last year, and he was ass. Ass is a nice term to put it. Then after the Bills, we got the Dolphins again with Reek Waddle, and then we have the Commanders with Terry Dotson, Curtis Samuel. Then we got the Colts, Pittman. He's all right. Well, Pittman is really good. Then we got the Giants. They don't got really nobody for us to worry about. Then we got the Chargers, Keenan. And I'm expecting Palmer and Carter and Quentin Johnson to step up behind them. And then we got George Pickens and Deontay should be back after that. And then Calvin Austin. And then we have the Chiefs. They don't really have any great wide receivers, but Mahomes just holds the ball for so long. They managed to get open. Then we got Jerry Jeudy and
that shit don't do nothing.
Jerry Jeudy is nice.
Jerry Jeudy is nice, but that shit don't do nothing.
I mean, Russ been cooking. And then we got Diggs again. And then we have Garrett Wilson again. So it's not a single week where we don't play a very good wide receiver except for the Giants week. And who knows what high it will be by week 10. So this is the if he has a good game every game against literally elite wide receiver talent every single game, I don't see how he shouldn't be wide receiver. I mean, the defensive rookie of the year.
I think if you guys win 8 games, he's the defensive rookie of the year.
If he keeps playing the way he is, I don't see how you don't give it to him, personally. But
these young corners have been really good these past 2
years. Yeah, I agree.
All I got to say about this game, Dalvin Cook's washed. Breece Hall.
Hey, man, 22 carries for 38 yards in their running back room. Our defense is like that. They only scored 10 points because they had a couple Fugazi fucking flags that they got, and that was BS. But that was also the defense was gassed because the offense in the second half just kept giving the ball.
Aaron Rodgers set Zach Wilson up for failure with this wide receiver room.
It's garbage. I was telling niggas it's the worst. It's one of the worst in the league if you take out Garrett. If Garrett Wilson gets hurt, this is the worst wide receiver core in the league. Their tight ends suck. Lazard is mid at best. Cobb, I'm not even going to speak on that. Uzama and Tyler Conklin is not a good tight end group.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Brees Hall and Dalvin Cook. It was so much talk about, Brees Hall didn't play last year. He didn't do shit. 1.5 yards a carry is garbage. Like straight ass. Yes. So I don't want to hear none of that. He cooked on the Bills because the Bills' defensive line is ass. They are ass. And that's why he got 95 yards and 2 carries. They're garbage. So I don't want to hear none of that. We shut them down. They got that the cool fluky 7 points.
That's what, 15 in a row?
15 in a row, yeah. And we scored 15 crazy. Points. That's hilarious.
That's insane.
I mean, it's not a division rivalry. It's Pornhub. That's what it is.
All right, that's very fitting for the kind of week this was. Anything else on this game, Kenneth?
I've got nothing to say about the Jets.
Mac gets around. He's been moving.
Get a real quarterback. How about that? Get a real quarterback, Jets.
Trade for Kirk Cousins, please. I don't want to see this on prime time. 5 times this year.
Oh, Sunday night is them against Kansas City.
Nasty.
That's gonna be
all right. We're gonna have another hub watch week, I guess. Not last, but certainly not least, is Colts at Ravens. Y'all mind if I go on a quick little tangent?
Yeah. Hold up. John Harbaugh.
That's what I was gonna say.
You don't know how to manage the clock
at all.
Isaiah Likely, you don't know how to catch.
Facts.
Refs, you don't know how to officiate
at all.
You bum ass nigga. Lamar, you don't know how to play in the fourth quarter or overtime.
Hero ball.
Deshaun, you can go ahead and cook. I'm done.
Okay, yeah. Kenneth just hit a lot of my hot points. We're gonna start with our fucking coach. 15 seasons in the fucking league. And you don't know how to fucking manage a fucking game, you bum ass nigga. And I'm a John Harbaugh defender. I be defending this nigga on a lot of stuff.
Your two teams are John Harbaugh and Jim Harbaugh's team.
I really hate that for myself. Yeah, I be defending this nigga a lot. A lot of the decisions he makes, I'm like, I can see why he made that fucking decision. You know what this nigga said on the Monday morning presser? He said, a lot of people are going to focus on the outcome, but what they're not going to look at is how hard our guys play. I don't give a fuck about the effort.
That's such a PC answer,
I don't give a fuck about the effort that the players put in if it doesn't lead to a fucking win. Especially when it's a win that we should have had in the bag. Once we had that safety, the game should have been over if the clock and the game was managed correctly. You say that you put Hans' team out there because you thought it was going to be an onside kick. I'm fine with that. Once you realize that the more time is on the clock and you're over 2 minutes and you're going to have a 2-minute stoppage, and you told them, once the ball gets there, fair catch it, you call timeout. You had 2 timeouts. Call a timeout. You don't need the timeout. You have the lead. Call a timeout. Let them know, hey, we're over 2 minutes. Run that clock until you're under 2 minutes so you don't have the 2-minute warning. Manage the fucking game. Be a fucking coach. You don't do anything on offense. You don't do anything on defense. What the fuck are you good for? Who's got it better than us? Everybody, nigga. You're fucking ass. That's the coach.
That's the first part.
Lamar. I love Lamar.
His first drive was so promising.
The first drive,
I was like, we're scoring like 35 points.
We're shitting on them. Second drive was the same until the Drake fumble.
Who fumbled?
Kenyon Drake. And
I
don't fault Kenyon Drake for that. It's your first game here. You probably still got a little rust. It's rainy. That's fine.
I love Kenyon Drake.
Actually, I'm not giving Kenyon Drake the excuse because, nigga, you was at home for like 3 weeks. The fuck was you doing?
It was also raining.
Now ball security.
But
have you ever played football in the rain? It's not that hard.
And to anybody who might go back and listen to this, we love Lamar. But get Lamar's dick out of your fucking mouth, okay? Niggas act like Lamar's perfect. He's not fucking perfect. The nigga plays hero ball, and I don't know if it's from PTSD from when the team was fucking ass on offense and we didn't have nobody. But guess what? You got playmakers, Lamar. Live to play another down. You shouldn't be taking a fucking sack there in the fourth quarter. Throw the fucking ball away, my man. Throw the fucking ball away. Once you realize the guy's on you, he got his hands on you, throw the fucking ball away, be a quarterback, be smart. Because guess what? That put us in where we had to make a fucking 61-yard field goal. And now niggas is mad at Tucker because he missed a 61-yard field goal on a wet field goal.
Missing a 61-yard field goal.
And
because
the weather was just crazy.
That's unreasonable to expect out of your kicker when you were at like 50-yard field goal range. And then your quarterback, your star quarterback, your quote-unquote elite quarterback, not quote-unquote. I'm sorry, Lamar. I'm sorry, Lamar.
Quote-unquote was nasty.
Quote-unquote was nasty.
I'm sorry, Lamar. But you shouldn't be taking a sack in that situation.
You shouldn't be taking a sack in that situation. And then last thing, our new OC, Todd, you had a great game last week. Just masterful. Spread the fucking ball around. If you know that your quarterback's hot and he's not getting proper protection, don't leave it as 5-man protection. You know how many times Ricard stayed in to do 6-man protection on Sunday?
Like twice.
No, none at all. Anytime
really?
he was in the game, he was run blocking. Game, yeah. Exactly. He was not in there for 6-man pass protection at all. Manage the fucking offense, Todd. That's your fucking job. If you know your quarterback's hot and they're getting home with 4-man fucking rush and your O-line is ass that day.
Why would you call 5 wide when they're getting to you on a 4-man rush? Does that make
any sense? It makes
sense?
No fucking sense. And you know what else doesn't make any fucking sense? You know where Lamar's best at throwing the field? The right hash in the center intermediate. You know how many times we threw to that part of the field? We didn't!
Well, we did, and then likely dropped it.
That.
We did. That was the most crucial, what was it, 3rd down of the game.
Another thing I have an issue with Todd's game, and maybe this is a Harbaugh decision, but the running back personnel usage was all over the place.
Yes.
Your best running back on the field that day was Gus. Gus had...
He had a concussion, right?
He got a concussion in the 4th quarter.
But
quarters 1 through 3, he wasn't seeing carries. He had 11 carries.
As much as he should have.
He was not getting as much run as he should have.
It was nasty.
Also,
weather.
Melvin, Gus had 11 carries. Melvin had 10 carries.
It doesn't make sense.
Melvin.
If it's a rainy game, you know that you can't pass pro. Why are you not running downhill on these niggas with your power back that gets you a guaranteed 4 or 5 yards a carry?
It is hard to run on the coast, though.
It wasn't for Gus.
That's fair.
It was for Melvin.
I don't know. Having Melvin run the ball when he's a fumble machine in the rain is kind of crazy to me.
Also, Lamar, ball security, man. Ball security. The one sack fumble is like okay. The other fumble was not good. Not good at all.
No. The last thing I'll say about this game is people are gonna say, "Oh, the refs, this and that." It shouldn't have came down to the refs. Shout out to my defense. My defense played great, especially with all injuries we have on defense. Ojabo might be out for a little bit.
Pittman shitted on us one time.
Pittman did shit on us one time, but that's fine. We don't have Marlowe yet. We're still back there with.
When does Marlowe come back?
He should have been back practicing. If he's not back practicing this week, then they should have just put him on IR.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's 4 weeks.
And the thing is, he's up and walking, and he looks fine. I don't know what the foot injury is, but he's not practicing yet. So he should be practicing this week. If not, then we got issues. But yeah, shout out to my defense. My defense played great. If you're holding a team to 19 points, there's no reason your offense with Lamar fucking Jackson shouldn't be able to score more than 19 points. That's it.
I mean, y'all really just threw this game away.
Quite
literally
threw this game away.
Pissed it away.
Lost 2 fumbles. Took bad sacks.
Couldn't hold the edge to save our fucking life.
Couldn't. Lamar was out there fighting for his life. He had a good rushing game, but only because he was getting pressured so much.
Mm-hmm. Don't throw the ball to anybody other than fucking Zay.
Yeah, Zay had 10 targets.
The next highest target was 5.
I understand that Zay is your rookie receiver, and Lamar, you probably have some great chemistry with him. But Mandrews is like the focal point of our offense. Throw the ball to Mandrews. He gets open, and if he's not open, he's still open.
It's not even just Mark gets open. Mark is open. Bateman's been open. It's just Zay is the first read, and he throws the ball to Zay, and I don't fucking get it.
Zay had eight receptions for 48 yards.
6. That's like 6, right? Yeah.
No, that's
6.
Mm-hmm.
8. Yeah. No.
Yes, that's 6.
Nigga, we're supposed to be math guys.
Shut up. I'm going to school for accounting. Do you think I'm a mathematician?
That's exactly what
yes,
you're
you are, nigga. That's
yeah.
Crunch the flowers. This nigga.
Oh, one last thing, Kyle Hamilton, you're a guy.
You're a dog. He should be defensive player of the week. No matter, even though we lost, he should be defensive player of the week. 3
sacks, 2 TFLs, and a forced fumble that should have been recovered, but fucking Jeremiah Moon wants to scoop and score instead of falling on it.
Wants to try to run the ball.
Just fall on it.
Fall on it.
The ball is the ball is wet. Fall on it, you dumbass.
Y'all play his shit.
You
was just saying fuck Wink, but then fucking Hamilton gets 3 sack games right now.
What do you mean? It is fuck Wink.
I mean, shit, he rushing the safety is just like Wink.
We do it better.
We do it well.
Y'all do it better.
McDonald does it better, and also Kyle was playing slot corner that day. He was playing slot.
3 sacks is nice, though.
3 sacks out of your safety is pretty...
Your safety playing slot corner.
Now, I don't... All right, let me check something really quick before I speak out my ass. Okay, we had 2 more sacks.
While you look that up, Zaire Franklin, fuck you. Fucking trying to gator roll Lamar's leg and then want to hold up when he's trying to get up. Eat a dick.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen Lamar get in somebody's face. And you deserved it. Because what the fuck are you doing? Trying to injure my star.
And all my niggas on the offensive line, you're fucking sorry because you should have gotten that nigga's face and beat his ass.
Yeah, no cap. Like, no cap. Like, you don't see your quarterback get hurt and y'all don't get up and like try to fight.
Niggas sorry. Niggas soft. And I blame that on Harbaugh too with his fucking choir boy shit. Niggas don't want fucking dogs in the league no more.
Clowney had a good game.
Clowney is very disruptive. He just has to tackle better.
Clowney doesn't know how to tackle.
He has to tackle better.
But wrap up.
I know you probably remember this rep. It was a rep when he got double teamed by the guard and the tackle. He just bull rushed both them niggas, just blew them back. They was falling over each other.
And didn't get the tackle.
And didn't get the tackle on Minshew. Minshew stepped to his right and avoided the pressure.
Man, Tucker missing a field goal was all the indication I needed to know that y'all was going to lose. When he missed that, I was like, all right, game's over.
The thing is, even after that, we got the safety. That was before the safety. After the safety, I mean.
That was after the sack.
Yeah, that game was just a giveaway game. Just sloppy on offense.
You told me y'all didn't need OBJ because y'all would have won without him.
I said they didn't want to play OBJ.
No, that's not what you said, nigga. You said
I don't know what I said at this point.
No, I was extremely confident. I did think at this point we'd be 2-1, but not the 2-1.
I did as well.
You know,
yo, what if y'all go 2-2?
I think I have us going 2-2 at this point.
Who
really?
The
Browns. At Browns.
Now that we're here at this point, I'm gonna say we're gonna fucking win because that's just what you do. But yeah. I do have us at this point going 2-2.
Being an objective football fan, seeing Myles Garrett line up against my star quarterback who gets hurt every single year is not exactly what I want to see.
You might have to sacrifice Snoop.
They probably going to put Denzel Ward on Zay Flowers, which means that he's going to have another 6-catch, 40-yard game. We're not going to be able to run the ball on them. This is about to be a very close game, but it's going to look really bad. Yeah,
our running back depth is very, very worrisome right now.
Not playing.
Oh, he's in concussion protocol, so we don't know.
We'll see. Not nothing.
We'll see.
I don't know if y'all teams are like mine, but if a player in my team gets a concussion, they're not playing next week.
It just depends on whether or not he gets out of the protocol.
If we have to play Melvin Gordon, we're going to lose by 20.
Yeah, and we don't know whether...
Drake, like you were saying.
Kenyon Drake is a good 2/3. I don't want him being our lead back.
I mean, regardless, I don't care if y'all had J.K. Dobbins, y'all not running on that Browns front with your O-line.
If we have Justice, then you can run some outside zone, and then I feel better about it.
Yeah.
Running some outside zone on Za'Darius' side.
I mean, shit, like, Za'Darius' side is no joke either.
Yeah.
So y'all O-line is just banged up.
Is
Ronnie going to play, or is his pussy still hurt?
Pussy is insane. That nigga is... We're going to have a dialogue about Ronnie in the offseason.
He probably slipped in the house and herniated a disc.
We have to have a dialogue about Ronnie because it just... To be as high paid as he is, it just hasn't.
Your left tackle never being on the field is nasty.
I blame fucking TJ Watt.
Nigga, Ronnie and Bakhtiari are in the same league. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Except Bakhtiari is better.
Bakhtiari
is definitely better. Yeah. But they play the same amount of games. No, actually, Ronnie probably healthy more times.
Ronnie plays more games because Ronnie played almost the whole season last year.
Yeah, he played a full season last year?
Almost. He missed like 5 or 6 games.
Oh, that's not bad. That is not almost playing the whole season.
What's half of the season? How many weeks is the season? 18 weeks.
Yes. 18 weeks but 17 games. So
if I missed a third of my classes in school, then I would fail the class.
That's fair.
Hey, as long as you play good enough in them games, that counts for me.
Lamar also plays good enough in the games he plays, and then
when he doesn't coming back though. That's a serious.
What did he sprain his ankle?
No, Tyler sprained his ankle. Ronnie has a knee.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if his knee is fucked up, I guess going against the Browns is not gonna make it any better.
Yeah, he got a fucked up knee against Myles Garrett. Good luck.
I want Tyler back more than I want Ronnie back. I don't mind McCary being out there and for Ronnie, but I don't want to have to deal with Sam Mustipher. I need a center that can hold his own, so that way our guards can perform. Because Zeitler and I'm not even gonna say John Simpson. John Simpson's been decent. Zeitler's been getting his ass kicked.
Because Zeitler's old.
Zeitler's old, and he wanted a new contract, and now I'm seeing why they didn't want to give it to him, because last season he was great. This season he's been getting his ass whooped. That's it. That's all I got to say about this game. Y'all got anything?
Let me switch the attention from shitting on my Ravens to giving the Colts some praise. The Colts defense balled out against the offense with Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers. No, I was about to say Nelson Aguilar.
Aguilar's been looking good. Aguilar's been looking good. But the Colts defense played great. Gardner Minshew, I'm so mad because I love Gardner Minshew.
You've always been on that Gardner Minshew.
I love Gardner Minshew.
I remember when they drafted T-Law, you was like, damn, I really like Minshew.
Because he's a very solid quarterback, and he showed that. Pittman shit on us a couple times. We lost to a team that runs like 12 screens a game.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, dude. You know? Next week isn't going to be much better because we play an even better defensive line.
Facts.
Shout out to the Colts.
Shout out to the Colts, man.
Y'all played hard. Y'all not winning that game.
If Deshaun doesn't even have to be serviceable, because they can just run the ball on us.
Can they?
Yes.
Oh, valid.
Yes, even without Nick Chubb. Jerome Ford is putting up 100 yards.
I will say we haven't been playing a lot of our run-stopping D lineman. Brock Washington hasn't been getting no run in games recently.
I guess he about to start. Or is he hurt too?
No, he's not hurt. He just
or is he hurt too?
He's one of our best run-stopping D linemen.
I mean, how can I keep up? Your injury report after the game was like the entire team.
Yeah, our injury report is fucking nasty.
It's like every year. What are y'all doing in Owings Mills? It's like, how far are we from the training facility?
We are 12 minutes away from the training facility.
We need to go up there right now and investigate what the fuck.
I'm going to pick the turf up, see what kind of grass.
It's grass.
Oh, it's grass.
It's grass. The field is grass. It's
y'all trainer last year. I know he was doing some fucked up shit, but I thought y'all changed shit up.
No, the Ravens train extremely hard in practice, and
we promote from inside.
Oh, so he also putting everybody on the same training regimen regardless of the injury, huh?
Regardless of the position as well.
Regardless of the position, having the DBs do the same drills as the tackles is nuts.
The tackles have to pass the endurance test or whatever. The conditioning test, and it's the exact same one as the defensive backs. They just have a little bit longer to do it.
Yeah,
that is
nuts. All right.
Actually, real quick, I played football, and my coach had us do the exact same training drill as the Ravens, and I will tell you that shit is genuinely no joke. I was the only one that completed it out of the linemen, and I only completed it because I was 190 pounds.
That's why we was losing.
That's why we was losing. And we was I was 190 pound right guard.
That's why we was getting blown out so much.
I was pulling on traps. Nobody's scared of me pulling on traps. I'm like,
all right. Most impressive and disappointing teams of the week.
Most impressive Cardinals, easy. I don't think there's a and then does the Cowboys have to be most disappointing, or you guys went with Ravens?
The Ravens not most disappointing because it was a close game. The Cowboys got dominated. Absolutely.
Both answers have to be in that same.
We have two good teams and two bad teams. Shout out to the Dolphins as well for putting up all the points they put, even without Jalen Waddle. Tua is the MVP favorite right now for sure.
Oh, most impressive could also be the Dolphins. You're definitely right.
Yeah, most impressive. Right. Most impressive for me is the Dolphins because Tua, if he stays healthy, with the weapons that he has around him, the scheme that they run, Tua's going to win an MVP. Which is crazy to say because I didn't think that he was going to be that caliber of quarterback coming into the league.
Mm-hmm.
And Broncos, you gave up 70 points. PS2 got absolutely cooked by Tyreek Hill.
Free PS2,
but also make it stay in front of somebody.
I mean, like that's Tyreek Hill, man.
Yeah. I mean, hey man, Gonzo kept him to 30 yards. I mean, no,
Gonzo
kept him to 1 reception for like 5 yards or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
My most impressive, I'm gonna go with Cardinals. Most disappointing is Vikings for me.
Just why they lost the game that they should have lost.
At home, you have the best receiver in the league.
0-3. The Chargers have a better roster, top to bottom.
0-3 is just nasty for a team that has that much offensive talent.
Apart from Daniel Hunter, is there any single person on the Vikings you would want on your defense?
Again, 0-3 is just nasty for a team that has that much offensive talent.
But, like, think about it. Again, other than Daniel Hunter, is there anybody...
It's Daniel Hunter.
Daniel.
Respect that man's name.
My fault.
He'll beat your ass.
If you...
Probably second best defender on their team is the ghost of Harrison Smith.
Again, is there anybody on that team you would want on your defense? Apart from Daniel Hunter. Nope. I'm
what's his name?
No.
Byron Murphy, right?
Oh, fair. Yeah, Byron Murphy. So it's 2 niggas on that defense out of 11. That's worth a damn.
That also gets subbed out. So sometimes it's 0 out of 11.
it's. I don't know. Like the Vikings. I mean, that's just how the pendulum swings. It was all them 1-score games that they won last year. It's just going to have to swing the other way sometimes.
Yeah, I think they've also lost all the games within 1 score.
Yeah, they lost all 3 games were 1-score games. I mean, with that offense, you're always going to be in 1-score games. But that Philly game wasn't really a 1-score game. They just stat padded at the end. That was a blowout. But it is what it is.
All right, let's wrap it up. We've been here for like 2 hours.
We have been recording for 1 hour and 51 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah,
it's the longest spot. Niggas is not going to be watching us talk.
Hey, appreciate whoever's still listening to this. I know y'all are laughing with us, man. We funny as fuck.
It's one of those videos where the YouTube would be like, if you made it to this point, drop 2 thumbs up in the comments so that we know you made it.
Well, it gotta be 3. It gotta be 3 so that way, the like stays.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't say this in the beginning. Sellout time. Tell a friend, a brother, a mother, a sister, a cousin, a friend that you don't like, an acquaintance,
your ex,
co-worker, the one that be talking too much at work, somebody,
your work wife / husband.
Tell your boss that you don't like. Tell your baby mother that you don't like. If you're being watch my podcast, I love you.
Put your baby on.
Yeah, man. Just let that nigga learn ball, man. We be chatting.
All right, I think that concludes the Agenda Season podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this podcast, leave a like. If you like this podcast, share with a friend. If you did like this podcast, leave a like and share with a friend.
Please comment as well.
We love engagement.
Yes, sir. Bye.
To the moon.